Evil doesn't always scream, sometimes it smiles, and in Connecticut, a mother everyone trusted was living a double life so dark. Even detectives were shaken. Behind closed doors, Alyson Cranick wasn't the helpful mom or the friendly school administrator. She was grooming a boy, her own daughter's friend, starting when he was just 11. For years, she hid behind normalcy, while sending thousands of messages and crossing lines no adult should ever cross. This is the story of the mother who preyed on childhood itself. On paper, Alyson Cranick looked ordinary: a wife, a mother, an administrative assistant in a quiet Connecticut school district. But predators don't always hide in shadows. Sometimes they blend in so perfectly, you never think to look twice. Her coworkers described her as polite, neighbors said she kept to herself, and her daughter trusted her completely. But beneath that calm exterior, Alyson was living a double life, one built on manipulation, secrecy, and the careful grooming of a child who believed she was a safe adult. Like most predators, Alyson didn't strike suddenly. She eased her way in, with smiles, with trust, with helpfulness. It started small. Friendly conversations, extra attention, the kind her daughter's boyfriend never questioned, because why would he? She offered rides. She asked personal questions. She positioned herself as the cool adult, the one who understood him, and step by step, she crossed the boundaries she was supposed to protect, until there were no boundaries left. The first incident didn't look like a crime on the surface. That's how grooming works. It disguises danger as something normal. It happened on a quiet evening. Alyson told the teen she needed help with something inside the house. He followed, because she was an adult he trusted, because he didn't know he was being led into a situation he couldn't escape. Inside those walls, Alyson crossed another line, a line no adult should ever cross with a child, and from that moment, the abuse wasn't a possibility anymore. It had begun. Once Alyson crossed that first line, she didn't stop. She tightened her grip, slowly, deliberately. She made the teen feel responsible, told him to keep their secret, twisted the situation until he believed he was the one who would get in trouble. That's how abusers maintain power, not just through actions, but through fear, guilt, and silence. He became trapped in a cycle he didn't understand, pulled deeper each day, while Alyson acted like nothing was wrong. But secrets like this don't stay hidden forever. Pressure builds, guilt grows, and eventually, something breaks. For Alyson, the breaking point came when the teen's behavior changed. He became withdrawn, distracted, slipping in school. People around him noticed. And so did his mother. One small comment, one worried question, and the wall Alyson built started to crumble. The truth didn't come out all at once. It leaked, in pieces, until the full horror of what she'd done finally surfaced. When the truth finally reached investigators, everything changed. Alyson was questioned. At first, she denied everything, insisting the teen was confused, but the evidence, the patterns, the messages, they told a different story. Faced with the reality she couldn't escape, Alyson confessed. Her double life collapsed in an instant, and the woman who seemed so ordinary was led away in handcuffs. In court, the reality was laid bare. The messages, the timeline, the manipulation. Alyson sat before the judge with no mask left to hide behind. The community that once saw her as quiet and polite was forced to confront what she really was. Parents were furious, neighbors were shocked, and online, the story ignited a wave of outrage. In that courtroom, Alyson Cranick wasn't a mother, or a wife, or an employee. She was a predator standing before justice. When sentencing day arrived, the courtroom was silent. Every detail of Alyson's actions had been exposed. There was nothing left to question. The judge delivered the outcome, a sentence meant to reflect the damage she caused, and the trust she destroyed. For the victim, healing would take years. For the community, the shock would linger. And for Alyson, the life she built on lies was gone forever. This case is a reminder that monsters don't always come from the shadows. Sometimes, they live right next door. Evil doesn't always look dangerous. Sometimes it looks ordinary, until the mask slips. If you want more cases like this, follow, share, and stay alert. This is Heartless True Crime, where the truth cuts deeper than the headlines.